Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this episode of Music with Nick. Today we're gonna do a marathon for NARVIK, and I only know one band of this entire marathon, and I've maybe only heard like 2-3 songs of this band, and I'm talking about Faith No More. But this is a marathon that is just like a eclectic kind of like music marathon. So it's just some information here that NARVIK provided me with. He's like, basically, I don't want to spoil anything. Just, this is just some stuff that you'll like. So here it says, request. It says here, I decided to give you something outside the box. I don't want to spoil too much, but all bands are described as eclectic genre bending band. So basically that's what I'm going to put. That's what you guys clicked on. And this is the marathon. So we're going to start it off here with Blood Brothers of the Big Black Bear. This is from the band Last Crack. Once I get to the song, I'll look them up and stuff like that, but for now, I'm just going to give you the list. Faith No More from Out of Nowhere. Then the next band is called Treponem Pal. Treponem Pal Cyberfreak. Then Waltari Helsinki. And going back to Last Crack, My Burning Time. And then he said here, show them to Lex. Of course I will. So again, thank you so much, NARVIK, for sending me, the links. Thank you so much for sponsoring the video. I appreciate it, of course, as always. Always great stuff, great taste in music, and it's always a good surprise. So you send me the links. Now, 2 of these links are not available for some reason in my region. Right now we are in the US, so I don't know what's happening, but hey, I'll pull them up on YouTube, and I'll pump up the volume a little bit, because sometimes YouTube sound or audio is a little bit lower than Spotify. So we're gonna check out the first song. Is gonna be a YouTube song, Blood Brothers of the Black Bear. So here we go. Let's check out what NARVIK has in store for us, and I'm excited to hear this. So again, thank you so much. If anybody is interested in requesting a marathon, it's in the description under Buy Me a Coffee. You click on the links, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, send me an email. I can always answer all Alexa. So just give me 1 second. I'll pull up the song. All right. I've got it. So here we go with Last Crack. Let's check it out. Here you go. 1, 2, and... All right. What the hell?
September 6th, 1987.
Holy...
We flirted with the tentacles and swallowed the bladder octopus. We pulled the wire back and invite the backbone bear, and we band together the last crack bang into the city, hunting the black bear.
Wow.
Mad Hatter. Yeah, it was all we could do to beg and plead him to take us on a journey. Brothers of the Big Black Bear, a sacred clan of long hair, bound by the octopus. Poor Mr. Rabbit had to hop on the bus. He had to go to work. What a drag. Winter was underground.
So good.
Drinking beer. Philo was straight that night. The mothers talk way too queer. Yeah, Swamps is grinning like a Cheshire cat. I feel on the seal, but fun and fat. In the full-blown summer, in the full-blown summer, in the full-blown summer. Blood brothers of the Big Black Bear.
Holy moly, what? Okay, give me just a second, guys. I have to go back to the original volume of for the other music. This was crazy good. Wow. I don't even know what I mean. It sounded like prog rock, but it had like this really cool like I don't know what they were doing, but this when they were harmonizing with the tapping, you know, at the beginning, it reminded me like literally like of like very like Spastic Ink, you know, stuff like Watchtower, really really bizarre prog that's like not as, you know, famous. And I guess they're also not really famous, which is for me doesn't mean a thing, you know. If something sounds cool, that's it. So they are on Prog Archives, and these albums are really rated like well, you know, they're in the 4 point something. That's already like good, you know, for Prog Archives rating system. So just to give you guys, like, if you've never heard this before, I wonder if like guys like Tony who are like really like prog metal heads, if you've heard this before, let me know in the comment section, everyone. But it says your Last Crack is a usual, almost schizophrenic metal band that came into being in Madison, Wisconsin before dissolving in 1992. With the exception of a few reunion concerts thus far, featuring a unique, highly emotional and charismatic vocalist, as well as some superb musicianship. They're signed to Roadrunner Records. That's a great record company, and released 2 full-length albums, Sinister Funkhouse 17 and Burning Time, during their existence. This sounded really, really damn original, and it had like, it was metal. It sounded like a little bit of like Megadeth, you know, like thrashy, but the middle section almost sounded like, you know, like Living Color. I think like Faith No More, you know, like in that kind of like the little that I've heard. The music merged accessible forms of metal with numerous other influences ranging from psychedelia, funk. That's what I heard, like funk. It was funky. Blues to progressive rock. A difficult band to pigeonhole characteristically. They emerged at an interesting era from metal when certain bands eschewed the stadium rock antics for the mainstream acts while avoiding the limited range of melodicism of the developing extreme styles of metal. A close reference point would be bands such as Faith No More, King's X, and Jane's Addiction. Although Last Crack possessed a heavier tone and were much more metallic in rhythm, departing in the rhythm department, while simultaneously being more experimental, the band themselves cite acts ranging from Rush to Fear as influence on their sound. So, wow, there were influence. Fear, I don't really know, but Rush, obviously, we do. And then there's more information. I mean, I'm not going to read everything, but this was really good. And I can't wait to listen to the last song, which is also a Last Crack song from the Burning Time. This was from the Sinister Funkhouse 17 album. And the last one is going to be Burning Time. So this came out in 1989. Very cool. I really liked it. But for some reason, the album is not available right now. It could be, a regional thing, but it's not available on Spotify. So if you want to listen to it on YouTube, or if you have it at home. All right, let's keep going here. So The Real Thing is next by Faith No More, the Real Thing album that came out also in 1989, and this is From Out of Nowhere. So let's check out Faith No More. So like I said, I've heard some Faith No More. I think there's one song, Epic, of course, and that's from the same album that I'm gonna react to right now. So here we go, From Out of Nowhere. Let's check it out.
Into my mind through
So yes, the voice, something about them is super original. So I think I've only heard like literally I think Epic, and I don't know, it must have been on I was looking at two albums that I had, and they were just full of like these bands, and so one was the Beavis and Butthead Experience, and the Beavis and Butthead Experience had Nirvana, Anthrax, Megadeth, Run DMC, Aerosmith, White Zombie, Primus, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and even Cher, right? Would be, but I thought that Epic was on there, or Faith No More. And then before that, I looked at another cool soundtrack. That was the soundtrack from the movie Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That is a really fun movie. If you haven't watched it, please do so. It's just a good one. It's from the guy who did Die Hard, and there's like all these like this is a movie that had like other characters from other movies within the movie, and it was just like, I don't know, they even came up with the whole like when what is it called, god so that you have like a little part, you know, like the Marvel movies, they do it at the end, that there's some, you know, little like you see a different character from a different movie or whatever. I can't think of the word right now, but they had AC/DC, Megadeth, Def Leppard, Aerosmith, Tesla, Cypress Hill, Fishbone, Alice in Chains, Anthrax, Queensryche, crazy, you know. So I thought that also Faith No More was on these two albums. Because I don't remember owning a Faith No More album at all. So it must have been on one of these compilations, and those were like really popular in Mexico, you know, because there are soundtracks, and that's basically what you could find. You could find like the best of and stuff like that. So those were, when I would see those, I would buy them because there were like good songs on there, you know. So what I thought were good songs. But yeah, I really like Faith No More. The voice is very unique. The style is very unique. It's very different. So it says here, with their fusion of heavy metal, funk, hip hop, and progressive rock, Faith No More have earned a substantial cult following. Yeah? By the time they recorded their first album in 1985, the band had already had a string of lead vocals, including Courtney Love. Their debut, We Care a Lot, featured Chuck Mosley's abrasive vocals, but was driven by Jim Martin's metallic guitar. Faith No More next album, 1987's Introduce Yourself, was a more cohesive and impressive effort. For the first time, the rap metal elements didn't sound like they were fighting each other, like in like Walk This Way, I guess, you know, with Aerosmith and Run DMC, which is hilarious. I love it, and it's not like a fight. I think it's really good music, what they did there. Okay, so this was a great track, you know. Faith No More, I really have to check them out more. It's honestly, it's not really my style, you know, of metal, but hey, you know, I'm always open to discover more. So I would really like you know, check out more, you know. So the next track here, the Cyberfreak by Treponem Pal. I don't know if I'm butchering these titles. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to look this up as well on YouTube. For some reason, that one is also not available. So let's check it out on YouTube. Give me 1 second. All right, I got it. This is again from the album Higher. So Cyberfreak, I love it because it reminds me of cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a very, very famous, now video game that kind of like came out in 2020, and it was just a mess. Like, it was super, it was just a fail. That video game was just released in a state that was unplayable, but now they kind of redeemed themselves, and it's now one of the best to ever exist. So check it out if you want to. There's even a show on Netflix about it. But Cyberpunk, it is in the year 2077 and stuff like that. I know it doesn't have anything to do with this, but I just found it funny that it kind of sounds the same. So I'm gonna put the volume a little louder because it's YouTube, and let's check it out here. Cyberfreak. So here we go. Okay. I like it. All from France. Okay. Oh, okay. It just stopped. Okay. Wow. So this reminds me. Let me just go back to the volume where it was. I hope this is correct. I don't want it to be too low. This reminds me very much like very industrial, you know, sounding. I mean, it's metal, but it reminds me of like, you know, like Marilyn Manson. I looked at bands like in. I was like fans also like, right, and all these bands are like French bands, like Pile Driver. I've never heard of any of these bands. Legion Within, Chaos Crew. Never. So I was just expecting something like, yeah, like, you know, like Rob Zombie. Like it sounds like a little bit like Rob Zombie. What I have heard, like industrial, maybe like what's that band that I never could get into. What are they called? Like they're super famous. Give me a second. Let me just look up something. Um, oh man. So Marilyn Manson. It did seem like Marilyn Manson a little bit, but this was. Here it says Ramstein. Ramstein is a little bit different, but I mean, I guess it's also in that same ballpark. 9 Inch Nails, I guess, you know. Also like industrial, you know, like. But the one that I'm really thinking about is what's that guy? Let me just look up something in metal. Industrial metal. Let me see. And industrial metal, it says industrial metal is the fusion of heavy metal and industrial music, typically employing repeated metal guitar riffs, sampling, synthesizer or sequencer lines, and distorted vocals. Yes, that's what I mean. So Fear Factory, Ministry, 9 Inch Nails. No, where is that? Where is that band that I? Ramstein again. Well, I get Rob Zombie. Okay, what did I say? White Zombie? I think I said White Zombie. Rob Zombie. Yeah, but it's no. It's like that, you know. I guess this is different from what I'm thinking of, like the rap metal, you know. The big, you know, like I think they called it new metal, like NU metal. Yeah. That's what I meant, which I never got into. I just couldn't, you know. Corn. There you go. Corn, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park. Never could get into them. I tried. I really tried, but it's just not my thing. Like I'm too much of a guitar like goof. And they play 7-string guitars, but they don't really play like any solos. There is no improvisation. But hey, I can always check out, you know, stuff and you know, get into it. But yeah, I never really tried, you know, new metal. I don't know. Okay, so next one here we have Helsinki from the band. This is also hard to pronounce. Let's see. Waltari, okay. And let's check him out. Let's see. Helsinki. This is from Blood Sample in 2005. Let's check it out. All right. Again, thank you so much, you know, for, like you said, you know, you're choosing something out of my comfort zone. Everybody, you know, maybe there's a lot of people that it's not in their comfort zone, and that's what we want. You know, we want you guys to like discover new music and let us know, you know, is this something you totally hate? or are you like a super fan? You know, that's the cool thing about the channel, that, you know, a lot of people, this is going to be maybe their first video that they're going to watch, and they're going to be like, hey, you know, I know this band since I was like 12 years old or something, you know. So, you know, it is what it is. That's the beauty of listening to music and just like opening up and trying, you know. Just like me, maybe I should listen to some Korn, you know. Maybe I should like check him out and, you know, really like try it out and not be so judgmental like I used to be. I think I really changed myself, you know, in the last couple of years, in the last maybe 4 years since the channel. You know, I've really opened up, and I'm listening to all sorts of music that I would never, you know, thought I would like. But there's so much good music that is just hidden away, you know. Okay, let's check out this band here. Helsinki is the title. Let's check it out. I like that.
Vihaiset ihmiset viistävät kaukainen katse kasvoillaan. Missä on ystävä? Jossain kaukana maailmalla. Kuljen kauppatorin rantaan, käännän katseeni merelle päin.
Sounds amazing.
With my hometown in my mind, I think about my friends with a frown on their face. Remember the sky, watching the shining river, watching the fields while as the wind blows. Watching the sun behind the dark cloudy weather, how they could carry on with their black minds. I will ask them to move away out from the eyes. Yeah.
So good.
Watching the sky, watching the shining river, watching the fields while as the wind blows, watching the sun behind the dark cloudy weather, how they could carry on with the black in their minds. As it whispers in your ear, that this world has nothing. As I'm fading my past, as it blows through my soul.
Wow, this was really, really good. This band from Finland, and I love that it was in Finnish. And yeah, I've always wanted to go to Finland. I don't know, I just like their cinema very, very much, and the culture, and it's just Northern Europe, you know, and pretty much like my ancestors are from like Finland, Sweden, and my mom from my mom's side, and so it's obviously something that interests me. But this, I love the guitar and the whole like synth there, you know, playing the same. I don't know, really, really cool. That is so far my favorite track from this marathon. So they're like a crazy. So this is a avant-garde metal, alternative metal, progressive metal, extreme metal crossover, and I love that I don't know if you made it out, but they're also singing in English, of course, you know, so they're kind of like switching. And it says here, so Waltari is a Finnish band from Helsinki, and the track was also called Helsinki, known for combining numerous styles from different metal subgenres, such as progressive metal, alternative metal, extreme metal, to non-metal styles such as hip-hop, pop, industrial, and that's what we heard here again, you know, a little bit of industrial, techno. It sounded a little bit like they're like, you know, like the Matrix kind of soundtrack, punk and hard rock. And then very interesting here, like most of the band's music is written by Kartsi Hetaka, a Finnish metal musician who started their international career in Waltari. Include creators Sami Lee Sirioro, Rope Latvala of Children of Bodom. Is it Children of Bodom? Oh, Bodom. And also I saw something here that that they had a guest vocalist, and that's Tarja from Nightwish. So that's kind of cool. This is something that I would like totally like listen to. Like that was just badass, like riffing, and the whole thing was just chef's kiss. Really, really good. I sent it to Alexia immediately. I'm gonna show her all the tracks, but this, I know she's gonna rock out to this. Because we also like techno, and there's this really cool band from Israel, and they're called Infected Mushroom, which, by the way, there's a track by Infected Mushroom which features the vocalist of Korn, and I actually like that song very, very much. So, but yeah, they play like classical stuff, but with techno, and it's just really, really good. I think we did a Infected Mushroom reaction on the channel. Check it out. It's really bizarre. It's really good, and we saw them live, and oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, this is definitely something I would listen to like immediately. Very, very cool. Thank you so much for the introduction. I no idea. That's what I'm saying. There's so much good music out there. But again, someone could listen to this and say, "Oh, this is like I hate this," you know. And then some people are gonna be like, "Hey, this is really awesome." That's just the way it is, you know. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was awesome. Thank you. That's what I'm saying, you know. I remember doing, you know, marathons for NARVIK, like, you know, like so many good German metal, from Italian metal bands like Rhapsody of Fire, which is the same band, but also Eloy, and just like we did some, obviously the last couple of marathons, you know, Scorpions and just Scorpion tracks, and it's so, I mean, he has such a extensive knowledge of music, which is ridiculous, you know. I played some Yngwie Malmsteen. I think he's the only one who has requested Yngwie Malmsteen, and I just did a Malmsteen reaction with Alexia, and a lot of people liked it, and I'm just like, it's really cool to have people with such a broad, you know, interests, you know. So like, hey, check this out, you know, listen to that, you know. So again, thank you. Okay, so this is the one that I also really liked. I like them all. So far, all of them have been really, really good. But the first and this one were kind of like the ones I loved the most. So we're going to finish it off here with my Burning Time from the album Burning Time, Last Crack. And this one is available. So I don't know, maybe it's just that album specifically that it's not available. But let's give it up again for this progressive metal band Last Crack. And yeah, let me know. You know, if you know any of these bands, let me know. And what do you think of them? That's what we love. You know, the comment section is the funnest part of this. You know, like when I do a reaction and there's no comments, it's just such a downer. You know, because it's like, okay, well, I guess nobody liked it, but at least put in, you know, I didn't like it. You know, that's kind of, it helps the video get to other people. But if nobody kind of like engages with it, then the video just kind of like slowly dies and is on the channel, but nobody really gets it because nobody really showed any interest. So that's like kind of like how the whole channel works because of YouTube. That's just, if they see that a video gets, you know, views, then they want to send it to more people to get more views. But the initial impact is kind of like what decides the fate of the video. So that's kind of, I kind of don't like that it's the way that that's their version of, that's how they, you know, do their business at YouTube. So if you make a video and nobody watches it, then it's basically doomed, you know. It's kind of sad. I mean, you can always, of course, go through the channel, just go through the channel and look, you know, there's so many reactions. We have 2,000 videos so far. So I also recommend that because sometimes people are just like, hey, why don't you react to this? And maybe we've already done that. So, you know. All right, so let's check out here my Burning Time. 1991.
my burning time. Yeah.
So good.
Mountain falls and stony roads. Vision screaming, defeat zero. Of all the lovers in my life, well, I love you best of my burning time. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, dear Lord.
Wow, the way he ended that, because I was like, how are they gonna end this? Like, because it's basically they're playing just one riff, you know, during the entire song, and then like different rhythm patterns, but the same note, you know. And then during the whole like chorus, like yeah, that's when they were like playing like 3 chords. But then at the end, I was like, how they just kind of like end this. I love the bass there that took over, and then it sounded almost like Alice in Chains. Like Alice in Chains is such a good band. I would love to do more reactions to Alice in Chains. And then they just kind of like faded it out, you know, just like they stopped, and really, really cool. I must say, I mean, I really enjoyed all of them. This is a very good band, the Last Crack. I mean, just from the first track that was so proggy and so different to this, which was a little bit more alternative, you know. Man, Helsinki, what a great track. Cyberfreak, awesome. Faith No More, very different, just so different. All of these bands are super, super different from the stuff that I usually listen to, but it's very inspiring. Especially right now, Alexia and I, we kind of like set up right here the recording studio, and it's so cool because now I can play here, right here. When I look down, I have my mini keyboard, and basically she's on the studio and she kind of like switches all, and I can tell her, hey, you know, can you switch to this kind of effect or that? Can you like record? So I now have a recording partner, and so we've already recorded like a bunch of stuff, and we're like just looking to come up with our stuff, but it's literally listening to music of all sorts is so freaking inspirational. So I really appreciate this, because I don't know, maybe I wouldn't be listening to so much music, if it wasn't for the channel. So I think it's really helpful to get inspiration and get inspired. And I mean, I don't know, it's so cool to have her, as a partner in recording. And it's really our project now, not just me by myself. And she adds ideas and she gives me ideas, and it's just fantastic. So I'm super happy. Yeah, this was just like, I'm gonna definitely show her these tracks, NARVIK, but thank you so much for choosing something completely different. That's what I wanted. I do love everything we do. I really am a fan of progressive rock. I love 70s rock. I love our jazz fusion. I love everything you guys play. And I love the new wave stuff, the 80s stuff, the 70s stuff, the 60s stuff. Sometimes we do some, man, it's just, there's so much good stuff that we play on this channel that we react to, and I'm just blessed. Thank you again so much. And yeah, like I said, let us know, or let me know in the comment section what you thought of these 5 tracks. And yeah, please, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. And please, if you like the video and you would like to see me again, or Alexia and I, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. It really does. It makes a difference. If there's something that you enjoyed, and you don't have to turn on the bell. I mean, if you turn on the bell, obviously it's great, because then you get a notification. We've released a new video, and we try to release at least 2 videos a day. Sometimes on the weekends we don't, or we just release 1. But yeah, it really helps if you subscribe, because we've really checked, and it's like most people that watch the channel are not subscribed. So if you can really, if you can, please help us with that and subscribe. It's free. YouTube is free, so it really helps. Again, thank you so much, NARVIK. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.